What's up, guys? It's your girl Tahiry, and I'm back with another video. This is Love and Hip Hop episode 9. This is Love Hip Hop New York episode 9. First, let me say, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not, if you've been here before, or if you are subscribed, welcome back. Please make sure that you guys subscribe, because why not? It's free. I give a lot of good content, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Don't even wait until the end of the video, and make sure you smash that like button also. So let's get into this video. So at the beginning of this episode, Tahiry is still, freaking out on Jonathan and Sin about the whole Joe situation or whatever, but she wasn't really, to me, Tahiry wasn't really saying anything. I think the reason why she flipped out, it had absolutely nothing to do with it had absolutely nothing to do with Sin and Jonathan. It just basically had to do with everything that she has going on, with her having her cancer scare and everything, and her being emotional. It has nothing to do with the situation at hand. She's just venting from what she already has going on. So Erica comes over. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? This is my party. And she was like, I know, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know why she flipped out like that. And then Erica says, I like Sin was like, she was trying to say, it was like she wanted to say something, but she wasn't really saying anything. And so Erica was like, well, Sin kind of wanted to, not Sin, Tahiry, this whole situation with Joe and Tahiry and everything, I did not mean it in a malicious way, and it was not supposed to happen this way. So if I did anything to cause any of this, I apologize. And I think that was big of Erica as well. And so they basically, like, Erica was like, none of this should have even happened. And Safari just broke the ice, and he was like, you know what, this dog just took the biggest ever. And I was like, and that just killed any of the emotions that they had going on, and they moved on from that situation. Chrissy meets up with Olivia. I loved December. That was like my favorite song for a while. So she's back, and she's reminiscing on her friendship with Chrissy and the good times that they used to have. Chrissy tells her that she was mad at her, and Olivia's like, why are you mad at me? And apparently she was mad at her for she did an interview, and they asked her about the Yandy Chrissy situation, who was right, who was wrong, blah blah blah. And apparently Olivia took Yandy's side. But like Olivia said, she cool with Chrissy, she cool with Yandy. She's not picking a side. They are grown women. Whatever beef that they have, that's between them. And I agree. Like, I can be cool with you, I can be cool with you. But as long as I'm not going back and forth, sending message, as long as I'm not going back and forth, sending messages between both parties or playing both sides, I don't have to choose sides. I don't have to choose friends. I can be friends with both of you. We're all women. We're all grown. Let's be women about the situation and not be childish about it. Yandy receives a phone call from Mendices, and she receives some not so good news. He basically telling her that his paperwork is being held up, and he kind of feels like his paperwork is being held up because it could possibly be going through the prison that she protested at. And Yandy felt bad because she was like, she didn't want Mendices to be held up from coming home, because she is fighting for prison reform, and because she protested a prison that his paperwork might possibly have to go through. And I didn't know I follow Yandy on Instagram, but I must have missed this because I don't remember her getting maced. But they showed a clip of it on Love and Hip Hop, and I didn't remember that. I mean, maybe I missed that one. But Yandy is trying to do a lot of things with prison reform, And I like what she's doing. I just hope that once Mendices comes home, and of course he's already home, you know, but I'm saying as pertaining to the show, I hope that once he comes home, she continues this work, that she doesn't stop this work, that she continues to do it even after he is home. Not saying that she's only doing this for him, but I'm just saying I hope that she continues to do it. So that's the he was already supposed to be home. He doesn't know why he's not home. He's trying to figure out why his paperwork is being held up. So they don't know. Papoose and Remy go to a radio station and they meet with a lady named Titi. Titi is basically her friend, Remy's friend and manager. Remy is upset, and understandably so. She's upset because her album is being held up because she has this case with Britney. And if you guys remember, Britney was on the show last year with the blue hair, not Bianca, Britney, because they both had blue hair. But Britney was the one. She's accused. She went on social media and accused Remy of assaulting her. And Remy says that she did not assault her, and she says she's innocent of the charges but nonetheless she's been charged with this. And her friend says that she will always be attacked because people see her because of her past, and they will always want a bag from her because they'll always see like a person that has past issues, so automatically she already has strikes against her, so they already are going to think like she is a person that has these issues, and she probably did this. So because she already has a violent past, that she was accused of shooting her friend over a stack or whatever, and that's why she went to prison, they're going to automatically have her as a target no matter what. Pap says that he wants to keep her focused on her music, and her friend says that she needs to stay focused on her music as well. And she tells her if she does not stay focused on her music, she will regret it in the end. So hopefully Remy gets her head together. And she doesn't let all of this get to her. I mean, even though I know it can be hard. It can be hard. Even for people that are not famous and you still get attacked on social media, it's hard. So I mean, I can feel where she's coming from in this situation, and why she feels like, that she just wants to just throw in a towel, because it's not fair. Yandy meets with her friend Jamila, and Jamila is a person who spent 12 years in a federal prison. Jamila said the reason why she wanted to meet with Yandy because there was something going on in a prison in Mississippi. Jamila shows Yandy some footage of dead bodies in the prison, and we've heard about this if you watch the news, it's been on the news too. Dead bodies in the prison, rats crawling over food trays, feces on food trays, a whole blood on the walls, just inhumane, disgusting. Now I know people say if these people are in prison, they deserve whatever treatment they deserve. They get whatever. I don't agree with that, because even so, we as humans, even if they are in jail for a crime, they deserve basic human needs. Like, don't tell me, oh, because they did such and such, they should live in inhumane conditions. That's not right. It's not right. And people are dying from this. It is not okay. So, like, my thing is, where's the money going? Because prisons get money for their prisoners. So, where's the money? And I don't want to let's not get too deep into this. Okay, let's move on with the review. But that's just crazy. So she wants Yandy to go to Mississippi, but Yandy is torn, and I can totally understand why Yandy is torn. Sorry, I'm playing with my water bottle. Yandy is torn because she says that she doesn't want to do anything else that could possibly make Mendices' time in prison longer. And what if she goes to Mississippi and she gets arrested, and then now she has a federal case open on her, and Mendices won't be able to come home. So Yandy's concerns are valid and understandable. Um, so she has a decision to make here. Jamelia kind of throws a little bit of a guilt trip on Yandy and asks her, "What about the men that are in prison? What about them?" You know, and Yandy has a decision to make, and Yandy decides that she is going to go ahead and go to Mississippi. I just hope nothing gets in her way or gets in the way of Mendices coming home. Like, of course, we know because of social media, because they're celebrities, we know he's home. But I'm just in this light, if we didn't know he was home, we would hope that this did not affect him coming home. All right. Um, Olivia is thinking about working with Fresher, and they both she's at a practice, and Fresher is there, and after she's done practicing, she goes to talk to Fresher, and they both have some grievances with Rich, and they both talk about what issues they have with Rich. Of course, um Fresher's issue with Rich is that Rich stole Jeniski from him, as he would say. Olivia's issue with Rich is that she says that Rich just did her dirty. She didn't go into detail about it. She did not really go into detail. She just said that Rich did her dirty, and she didn't like how he did her. Like, she did talk about it with Chrissy, but she didn't talk about it with Fresher, and basically she feels like Rich stole money from her, and that will always be the downfall of any relationship. Seems like money and disagreements over money will always be the downfall of any relationship, romantic, business, whatever. It's always money. Tahiry comes to Erica's house, and they start talking, and Erica is like, "What is wrong with you? What's going on with you? Why did you blow up at the party like that? I know this had nothing." Oh my God, excuse me. This never starts until I start recording. I start burping, all this crazy stuff. Anyways, excuse me. She says that she knows this has nothing to do with Joe. And Tahiry basically breaks down and tells Yandy that about her breast situation, and that she has a breast cancer scare, and that she feels like she's alone, like she doesn't have anybody to have her back. Apparently she's not getting along with her family, and Yandy tells her, that she's not going on. I mean, Erica tells her that she's not alone. Erica knows how she feels because unfortunately she just lost her dad to cancer, and she tells her that she has support from her and she will be there every step of the way. So in this moment, Erica is being a good friend. Thank you, Erica. Because she needs, I'm going to put that down, sorry. Because Tahiry needs someone in her corner. You never should go through these things alone. Remy and Papoose meet with a lawyer. The lawyer says that the prosecutor basically wants to make an example out of Remy, basically. He wants her to take some kind of deal. And Remy is like, no, 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 hell no. I ain't taking no deal. And it's not a funny situation, but you got to find the humor in these things, right? So basically she says that, sorry, that she wants to, she's basically saying she wants to go to trial, and her lawyer says, well, if you go to trial, this is what you're risking, and Remy is like, okay, I'll do a year. I could do a year. And Papa's like, no, the hell you can't. You cannot do a year. Papa's like, that's not gonna work for me. So she, like everyone is saying, she's basically a target. This girl is going after her. And she said if she settles for this deal, then when she goes to court, if she settles for this deal, the next thing that's gonna come is civil court, and that the girl is basically going to go after her in civil court. I just think this whole situation is just crazy. I just don't see. Remy was being like an older sister to this girl at one point. I don't see big old Remy, not calling her fat, but she's tall. You know what I'm saying? And she's of stature. So I don't see her hitting little itty bitty Brittany. I just don't see it. I mean, she had the pictures, but I don't know. Who knows? Like, this is just too much at this point. But Remy is maintaining her innocence. Yandy is in Mississippi, and Jamila couldn't go because apparently she's still on probation, and she has to have permission to go places. So she's talked Yandy into going, but then she can't go. But it's understandable why she can't go, because who wants to go back to jail for violating their parole? No one. No one. And that's kind of why Remy is in trouble, because this situation happened while she was still on parole. Um, they protested. They were not able to speak to the lieutenant governor who they wanted to speak to. And what I want to say that I like about this situation is that even though Yandy was there, she stood in the background. She was not in the foreground. She was not trying to make herself seen to me. To me, and what I observed, she was not trying to make herself seen. She was not glammed up when she went. She was in sweats, in a hoodie, and it's kind of like she didn't want to be recognized, but she was there. And I like that. I like that she didn't put the limelight on her, that she let these families speak, and she let other activists talk, and she didn't make it a Yandy thing. And I don't think that she's that type of person, but I'm just saying I like that she did that. I like the way she handled that situation. Um, Erica and Tahiry are at the doctor for her mammogram. She has the mammogram. They tell her that they still see something, so they want to do a biopsy. And of course, now she is so scared and she's so nervous. And it's understandable why she's scared and why she's nervous, because no one wants to have cancer. No one wants to be sick. No one wants cancer. So basically the doctor does the biopsy, and when the doctor comes back, she tells her that the cyst is benign, so that's a relief. um she still has to come back in 6 months, and Erica tells her, you know, the problem is that and so no, Terry was like, I still get to keep my titties. Erica's like, yeah, you still get to keep your titties, and you need to get your titties played with, because that's the problem. And Terry's like, but I'm celibate. And Erica's like, yeah, that's the problem. You need to get them things played with and massaged. And I'm like, really, Erica? Is these the hormones talking, Erica? Are you just horny because you're hormonal? Like, I don't know. I can't with Erica. Anyways, Remy is talking, and she's saying that she's rethinking her decision about saying that she wants to go to prison because she has her family. When she went the first time, she missed out on so much. She would miss out so much with her baby girl Reminisce, and she's just not sure if that's something that she wants to do right now. She's not sure. And so she has a decision to make, and it seems like she's going to lean towards taking a deal instead of going to trial. And I hope not, because Remy, if you're truly innocent, fight for yourself. Fight, and don't give up. Like, don't. Because if you didn't do it, it's not fair that you take a rap for something that you didn't do. Olivia's in the studio with Fresher, and Rich pops up. I thought he popped up, but apparently Fresher invited Rich as a kind of like tit for tat type of thing. Like, oh, you took my artist, but look who I'm working with. I'm working with your old artist. Like, that's so immature. Like, he needs to grow up. Like, too much. So Fresher basically invited Rich to dangle Olivia in his face. He says that this was just an awkward, crazy situation because he hasn't seen Olivia in 5 years. And I think that was kind of messed up for Fresher. And Fresher, obviously Olivia did not tell Fresher the whole situation, because I feel like if she would have told Fresher the whole situation, he probably would not have invited Rich there. Which he should not have invited Rich there. Like, but anyways, Olivia asked him, why did he do her so dirty? And she's like, what are you talking about? And she was like, what did I ever do to you, Rich? So Fresh was like, look, I'm going to give y'all a minute. I'll be back. And so she was like, why would he steal from her? And Rich was like, what are you talking about? He said, I own December. I think the other one was stay with me or something like that. He was like, I owned the records. You only sung on the records. But the records were mine. Now, I don't know much about the record business, but I always assumed if the artist sung the song, maybe they don't own all the rights, but they own some rights to the song. And they deserve some of the money to the song, but I could be wrong. And apparently this Snake Cisco, yes, Snake Cisco, because we know how Cisco get down, is the person that told Olivia about Rich. And then we found out later on, went on to work with Olivia after he told Olivia about the money that Rich supposedly stole from her. So Rich basically told her, I didn't steal nothing from you. The records were mine. And she just was like, the records were yours. Okay, on that note, I'm going to walk away. So she walks away. She doesn't let Rich finish talking, and that's the end of the conversation. So next episode, we'll see where Rich approaches Cisco about the whole situation and some other crazy things that are going on. When I tell you I'm ready for next week and I'm ready to review next week, I'm ready. Okay? Ready. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And if no one else tells you that they love you, Asheray loves you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Bye.